Let's talk gardens this afternoon. Pan the camera down just a little bit. Take a look at this sweet stuff. We're going to be talking more about that in just a moment. Do you hesitate on when to go out and grab the fall staple known as mums? It's okay if you do, but take a look. These are just so beautiful. Buying them too early means they may not last well into the fall season, but waiting too long may mean none are left to buy. Mums are nice, but there are also ways to get more native plants into your yard this fall, which is why we're so happy to have Cassie Holcomb back in the studio. You're like the plant expert, plant extraordinaire, plant pretty much everything at this point.
Okay, crazy native plant
you cool
lady.
With that?
Sure.
Okay, so what do we have here today?
Well, I brought in a few things that you could do instead of the mums. I like mums too. You can go with those. They're beautiful. You got to keep them watered. Maybe put a pan underneath them so that they don't dry out super fast. But asters, that's where we want to be. We want to give the pollinators, the late season pollinators, the migrating monarchs, and all the bees that are still lingering around something. And the mums don't offer anything because they are bred to have all those petals, and it kind of blocks the pollinators from getting to any pollen or nectar that those flowers might have. So I've just plugged these in. This is for sun, this is for shade. This is just one plant in particular that I like to, it can take part sun and shade. But all of these here are natives. This is a hybrid coral bell or a cultivar. And I love the purple foliage and adding that in, it's wonderful. But I also wanted to share a tip and trick because sometimes I've got plants planted in a planter and it needs just a little more pop. So I take these, which are non-native panicle hydrangeas, cut them off, and they're starting to age a little bit, but I'll plug them in just to add a little bit more lift to the planter.
Oh, wow.
And it adds a little bit more life, and they'll go brown just as the season does, but so do the mums and everything else. But these are also plants that instead of taking that mum out of your pot and trying to plant it and not having much success, which is always what I hear, and the reason why I don't sell mums, because they don't have a lot of ecological value, but these asters do. So why don't we start planting something like asters, cliff goldenrod, dittany, coral bells, star coreopsis, stuff that is going to be sustainable in the planters for more than just one season. You can always plug things in the spring too, just like take out the pumpkins and plug in impatiens in the shady one, or something a little bit, one of your favorite petunias or something that you love for the spring. I think it's a lot better option.
So Cassie, I pretty much kill every plant that I touch, so I'm not touching these, but if somebody were to maybe think, okay, I don't have the best green thumb, are these too difficult to take care of?
I actually think they're easier. They're a lot more forgiving than annuals.
Okay.
They do need water, just like any other plant, but they're usually holding on a lot harder than the annuals. I also hope they share some of the photos I shared of two native annuals that I wanted to mention, which is Palafoxia. It's a pink, it looks like, that's another great one though too. It's wonderful because it blooms late into the season, a mist flower. And then this one is, you can see where I've added some of the dried black-eyed Susan seed heads, and I thought that added a lot of
those
character.
Are beautiful.
And this is an aster planted, so this is what it would look like after a couple of years, along with some prairie drop seed grass.
Yeah.
This is one of the cultivar of an aster. It still has that center that they can get some pollen from, but it's just something you can work with throughout the seasons, plugging in things, taking things out, and then when it does get large enough, just plant them in the ground.
Okay, Cassie, thank you for sharing all your tips and knowledge with us today.